Hi guys, it is Friday, November 20th, 5:52 p.m. and I have just finished posting the last feedback from the week 3 work. So it's all there, all the feedback, all the work. Please take a look. Now, I want to go over the most common mistakes made regarding APA. Okay, I saw this over and over and over. So please, let's get this solid. My friends, if I am writing a citation, if I'm doing an annotated bibliography, if I'm writing the paper and it's the end of the paper, the same rules apply. Sorry about the beeps, just go with it. The same rules apply. Okay, so here's my example. There's my authors, there's my article title, there's the journal it's in, the volume, blah, 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 blah. Okay, this is what it looks like cited. And let's go over why it looks this way. Last name, comma, first initial, period. There's a second author, comma, ampersand. I know it may seem silly because there's only 2 authors, but you do it. Comma, ampersand. If there were 5 authors here, there'd be comma, name, comma, and then before the very last one, ampersand. Now, my author, my second author, Ken, what? It's not that the initials are on top of each other. There's a space in between those initials. Okay? K period, space. K period, space, then year. Now, sometimes people tried to put, if it was available, they put the month in there. If this was a blog, if this was a video, if this was some kind of opinion piece, if this was going to go away possibly, then yes, you would need that. But a published, refereed, valid, peer-reviewed journal article is not going away. So these citations are supposed to be lean. No extra filler. No month with the journal article. Just the year. Then the title. Now notice, this is how it was written at the top of the paper that I read. Doesn't look the same in my citation. Why not? Because the rules about capping titles are very specific in APA. First word, any proper noun, and the first word if you have a subheader. So even though on the paper comparative study is capped, it is not capped on my citation list. No, 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 no. Oh, and my kid has to go to drums pretty soon. Okay. Japan is a proper noun, okay? So that may be what's written. This may be what's written up on the paper that I'm reading. But this is how I write it on my citation. Now, let's go to the next thing, which is the actual name of the journal. This I do type the same way it's presented. So, contemporary issues in education research, contemporary issues in education research, but in italics. Journal title goes in italics as well as the volume number. Contemporary issues in education research, comma, space, italicized volume number. Got it? Got it? Got it? It's very confusing sometimes. I totally get that. Took me a while to get it too. Journal, comma, volume number in italics. What comes next? The issue number. The volume and the issue are inextricably linked, so there is no space here. But it's not. It is not italicized. Volume number, issue number, look at that. This is how it should look. Now, you may not have an issue number. It may just be volume. You still would italicize the volume number. All right? That is what I'd see if there was not an issue number. But there is. Now, sometimes there's page numbers, sometimes there's not. If there are, comma, and then the numbers, period. No P, period, then the numbers. No PG, period, then the numbers. Clean. It's a journal article. It's easy to find with nice, clean reference. Lean, lean, lean. Now, here, almost everybody had an issue with this. Retrieved from, and then my URL. Well, wait a minute. Why does that one look different than that one? Most of the time when we copy a URL in Microsoft Word, what does it do? It makes it automatically a hot link, the blue and the underline. That is incorrect. Now, what's the irony here? APA used to say, when the web first came out, that you had to underline a URL. Not anymore. Now that is incorrect. So you have to get rid of that hot link. Here's a shortcut. Ready? Highlight your URL. If you're on a PC, you hold down the Control key and hit the letter K. I'm on a Mac. Mac is Command and the letter K. Boom! Edit hyperlink, remove link, and it's correct. One more time. Highlight it. If I'm on a PC, Control and K. I'm on a Mac. Command K, remove hot link. There it is. No period at the end of a website. That is a correct citation for a journal article. Okay? So please, everybody has feedback. If there's APA issues, my friends, get them down now, because you don't want to lose any valuable points on your signature assignment. That's why we have, oh, nice, I'm invited to an antique show. Sorry about that. That's why we have these kinds of assignments built in. This was an opportunity for me to, number one, be sure you've got resources to move forward with, and they're valid, and you know what you got. And number two, for you to see for yourself how solid your APA is. Far better to find out on a small formative assessment than to wait until the very end of the course and get surprised then when we can't fix it. Okay? Have a wonderful weekend, guys. I'll see you online. Ciao.